Okey, bersedia ya sebab saya akan record. BTM kami dah bersedia dia, boleh live streaming kot.
Recording in progress.
Selamat pagi Arif. Boleh saya mulakan?
Silakan.
Dengan izin ya Arif, persidangan mahkamah pada hari ini dijalankan secara sidang video atas persetujuan semua pihak berikutan Perintah Kawalan Pergerakan yang berkuat kuasa sehingga 7 Jun 2021. Hakim yang bersidang pada hari ini adalah Yang Arif Hakim Datuk Noorin Binti Badaruddin. Petisyen penerimaan masuk sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya. Petisyen yang pertama WA 18775062020. Pempetisyen Amalina Aisyah binti Muhammad Anwar.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, nama saya Amalina Aisyah binti Muhammad Anwar, Pempetisyen pertama. Yes.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, nama saya Nasim binti Muhammad Abdullah, Peguam Pengusul yang mewakili Pempetisyen pertama, Amalina Aisyah binti Muhammad Anwar pada pagi ini.
Yes.
Dengan izin saya memperkenalkan rakan-rakan bijaksana saya yang hadir pada pagi ini akan memperkenalkan diri mereka masing-masing.
Dengan izin Ya Arif, FSC Muhammad Izhanuddin bin alias bagi pihak Jabatan Peguam Negara.
Selamat pagi dan dengan izin Yang Arif, saya Arif Zain bin Yusuf Ali mewakili Majlis Peguam.
Yes.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya Josephine Tiu Yen mewakili pihak Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur dan menyebut bagi pihak Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Selangor.
Yes.
Terima kasih. Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya dengan rendah diri memohon kebenaran untuk meneruskan ucapan saya dalam bahasa Inggeris.
Persilakan.
My lady, may I introduce the petitioner, Amalina Aisyah binti Muhammad Anwar. A brief description of the petitioner's personal life. The petitioner was born on the 14th of July 1996 in Kuala Lumpur. The petitioner is the third child out of 4 siblings to Encik Anwar and Puan Sa'idah. My lady, the petitioner's decision to read law was not planned as the petitioner was initially considering economics after being encouraged by her sister who was doing so at that time. The petitioner applied to study law after her father convinced her that law would be an excellent career option for her and that she would be the first person in the family to do so. Since law is in fact an excellent profession which opens doors to a variety of opportunities such as in business, corporate finance, banking and litigation, she soon found herself to be interested in law, particularly corporate law, and has been motivated since to become a corporate lawyer. The petitioner studied law at the International Islamic University Malaysia after finishing her SPM at Sekolah Menengah Kebangsaan Taman Tun Dr. Ismail in 2013. In January 2020, she was awarded a Bachelor of Laws degree with upper second class honour. She began her pupillage at Mrs. Zaid Ibrahim and Co. shortly after under the mentorship of Encik Ahmad Zulkarnain bin Musa. At Zaid Ibrahim and Co., she was exposed to corporate commercial law throughout her 9-month pupillage under the guidance of the partners and the other lawyers of the firm. My lady, there are no words to convey how grateful the petitioner is to her beloved parents, Encik Anwar and Puan Sa'idah, for their unconditional love, support, and sacrifices that have shaped the petitioner into the person that she is today, and she would not have been able to attain any significant milestones in her life without their support. The petitioner also wishes to express her heartfelt gratitude to her 3 siblings, Farah, Shasha, and Shaheen. Thank you for being there not only in times of great fortune, but also in times of great difficulty, and for making her childhood enjoyable and remarkable. She would like to thank them for all their support, care, and love over the years. The petitioner would also like to express her profound gratitude to Encik Ahmad Zulkarnain bin Musa, her pupil master, for providing her with guidance, opportunities, and advice throughout her pupillage. She would also want to express her gratitude to all of Zaid Ibrahim & Co.'s partners, associates, and pupils who have been of great assistance to her throughout her pupillage. The petitioner would also like to thank me, her mover, for graciously agreeing to move the petitioner's call. You're most welcome, Amalina. My lady, the petitioner would like to express her gratitude to her high school friends, each of whom played a role in the petitioner's highs and lows. A heartfelt thank you to her IIUM friends for being ever so kind, encouraging, and for always being there for her and making the difficult moments easier to bear. Yang Arif, saya percaya bahawa surat cara pempetisyen adalah teratur dan pempetisyen adalah seorang berkelayakan dan bersesuaian. Saya juga percaya bahawa rakan-rakan bijaksana saya yang mewakili badan-badan berkenaan tidak mempunyai bantahan terhadap petisyen ini. Oleh yang demikian, saya dengan rendah diri memohon supaya pempetisyen Amalina Aisyah binti Muhammad Anwar diterima masuk dan didaftaraikan sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya.
Dengan izin Ya Arif, Jabatan Peguam Negara tidak mempunyai sebarang bantahan terhadap petisyen ini, Arif.
Yang Arif, Majlis Peguam tiada bantahan.
Pihak Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur tiada bantahan, Yang Arif.
Terima kasih. Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya dengan rendah diri memohon kebenaran untuk pempetisyen menjupahkan dirinya sendiri.
One moment. You have not been called.
Yes. Hold on. Biar saya terima dia masuk dahulu. Mahkamah menerima dia masuk dahulu, ya.
Maaf, ya.
Mahkamah dengan ini membenarkan permohonan pempetisyen dan menerima masuk Amalina Aisyah binti Muhammad Anwar sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya dan juga memerintahkan nama Amalina Aisyah binti Muhammad Anwar dan penerimaannya didaftaraikan oleh pendaftar.
Terima kasih Yang Arif. Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya dengan rendah diri memohon kebenaran untuk pempetisyen menjubahkan dirinya sendiri.
Dipersilakan. Terima kasih Arif. Congratulations. Thank you.
Petisyen kedua WA 18-805-07-2020, Pempetisyen Yap Carmen.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, nama saya Yap Carmen, Pempetisyen kedua.
Yes.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya Hendra Muhammad. Saya hadir bagi pihak pempetisyen yang kedua ini dan menyusul petisyennya.
Persilakan Puan Hindun.
Terima kasih. Saya mohon izin Yang Arif untuk perkenalkan petisyen dalam bahasa Inggeris.
Yes, please.
With the court's leave. My lady, your humble petitioner, Yap Carmen, was born in Selangor. I beg your pardon. In this case, the representative is for the Selangor bar. She was born in Selangor and is the second child of Mr. Yap Yok On and Madam Ong Siu Lian. Attended school in Selangor, completing her SPM in the year 2013 before enrolling for the A levels and completing that in the year 20. That year, she enrolled for the course in law, the University of London External Program in Law, and successfully graduated from the institution with in the year 2018. Your petitioner then proceeded to successfully complete the Certificate in Legal Practice course conducted by the Qualifying Board. This she did in the year 2019. After a short stint as a litigation paralegal in the law firm, your petitioner then commenced pupillage in July 2020 in the firm of Messrs. Malaya and Philip Co. in the chambers of my learned friend, Mr. Yap Boon Hao. It was a fulfilling 9 months, exposed to the reality of the law, this application. Throughout her pupillage, the 9 months pupillage, your petitioner truly understood the depth of the professionality and the responsibility that is mandated in this. Your petitioner would like to, would be very also grateful for the substantial experience and exposure in the firm of Messrs. Mahkamah and Philip Co, especially in the corporate and mergers and acquisition department. Today, she would like to express her heartfelt gratitude to her pupil master, Yap Boon Hao, for providing her with guidance throughout the 9 months and enabling her to understand the great art of advocacy, persuasion, and negotiation, especially to the general litigation, Your petitioner would like to thank all her colleagues in the firm of Mahkamah and Philip Co, including the group she described as 8 lovely pupils, the lawyers and the supporting staff, all of whom showed care, support, help, and willingness to share their knowledge, advice, insights, and friendship along the memorable pupillage journey. My lady, this occasion could be the best time for your petitioner to go even further back and to thank those who had earlier guided and groomed her for this day. And these are the people who had been in the university. So this day, she would remember her teachers and her lecturers, and of course, all her friends for their continuing support in moving forward in this esteem. Without that basic structure laid for her, she would not be confident about the role. The most significant and cherished tribute is reserved for last. Your petitioner would like to express her deepest gratitude to her parents, Mr. Yap and Madam Ong. Without their immeasurable love and support, she would not be where she is today. She would like to record her appreciation to her sibling, Pak Chong. And this tribute is special, my lady, because in this case, your petitioner cannot claim to be the first petitioner in the family. Yap Pak Chong has already been in legal practice for the last 5 years. Be that as it may, she would have been inspired by whatever he achieved and motivated to also acquire the same legal profession. So today she thanks him, her brother, for his advice and unwavering support throughout her entire life. He also wished to thank him for his encouragement and willingness to lend an ear from time to time. Your petitioner, my lady, would like to thank all those people who have been with her all through the years and made it possible for her to be standing before this honorable court today. Yang Arif, saya percaya semua surat cara dalam petisyen ini adalah lengkap, teratur dan sempurna dan tiada bantahan dari pihak Masyarakat Malaysia dan Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Islam. Justru Yang Arif, dengan penuh hormat, saya mohon kepada mahkamah yang mulia ini untuk menerima masuk dan mendaftaraikan Yap Kamen sebagai Peguam Bela Peguam Cara. Mohon diperkenankan.
Dengan izin, Ya Arif, Jabatan Peguam Negara tiada suara bantahan terhadap petisyen ini, Ya Arif.
Yang Arif, Majlis Peguam tiada bantahan.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, pihak Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Selangor tiada bantahan.
Mahkamah dengan ini membenarkan permohonan pempetisyen dan menerima masuk Yap Kamen sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya dan juga memerintahkan nama Yap Kamen dan penerimaannya didaftaraikan oleh pendaftar.
Terima kasih, Yang Arif. Saya mau izin Yang Arif bagi Pempetisyen menyalurkan jubahnya sendiri.
Dipersilakan.
Terima kasih Yang Arif.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Terima kasih, My Lady.
Petisyen ketiga WA 18-834-07-2020 Pempetisyen Tan Jia Shi.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, nama saya Tan Jia Shi, Pempetisyen ketiga.
Yes.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, Edo Muhammad sekali lagi hadir bagi mewakili Pempetisyen ini pula. Dan saya mohon izin untuk mempersembahkan persembahan dalam bahasa Inggeris.
Dipersilakan.
I'm obliged. My Lady, your humble petitioner Tan Jia Shi is, as she puts it, a gift to our parents. In fact, she has written her speech to say that on the 17th of October 1996, Mr. Tan Kin Hock and Madam Yip Hun Eng were gifted with a pair of twins, and she, petitioner, is the younger of the two, the elder being her brother. Your petitioner completed schooling and the SPM the year 2013 before proceeding to do her A-level the year 2015, and then enrolling to read law under a training program at the University of Hull. The year spent at Hull was fulfilling, assisting barrister with the case briefs and attending trials. Her stint in her schooling stint in the Chinese school proved useful when she started pupillage. It proved useful in the sense that it gave her language skills, especially in translating legal documents from Chinese and Malay to English, especially during this period of pupillage. Your petitioner completed her course in the year 2019. She completed her course in 2018, and then completed the certificate in legal practice course, which she did in the year 2019. On the 6th of July 2020, the petitioner commenced pupillage in the firm of Messrs. Lam, YZ and Co. under the tutelage of my learned friend, Miss Lam, YZ. It was during her time at the firm, says your petitioner, and through the work she was given, did she realize, your petitioner realized, the true nature of the law and its application and the weight that the law carries. On this very day, your petitioner would like to thank her spiritual master, Miss Lam, YZ, for the guidance and opportunities given to her throughout the privilege and during the time of the firm. It made her understand the law in its practical reality. The petitioner also wishes to remember everyone at the firm. He thanks each and everyone for the constant support. And the petitioner would like to remember especially her friends from school, university, at work, especially she's named Ing, Siu, Kire, and Ashley, having been there for her from the beginning of her adventure. The most special thanks which she attributes to her much loved parents. Indeed, she says that her family is utmost in her estimation. And today, to her parents, Mr. Tan and Madam Yip, there's no words can express how thankful she is for the endless support and sacrifice to ensure that the petitioner is who she is today. She also wishes to remember her grandparents and uncle who showed her unconditional love and care, and also helped her to successfully pursue the cause that she has. To her brother, she wishes to thank him for always being there for her, and she will always wish that he would be there as a special love and bonding between them. Yang Arif, saya Pempetisyen adalah seorang yang layak untuk Masuk sebagai Peguam Bela Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya. saya difahamkan bahawa semua surat cara dan ini adalah lengkap, patuh dan sempurna. Ini ada bantahan dari pihak Peguam Negara, Majlis Malaysia dan Mahkamah Tinggi. Justru yang ada dengan penuh hormat, saya mohon kepada Mahkamah yang mulia ini untuk menerima masuk dan mendaftaraikan Tan Jaci sebagai Peguam Bela Mahkamah Tinggi Kuala. Mohon diperkenankan.
Dengan izin Ya Arif, Jabatan Peguam Negara tidak mempunyai sebarang bantahan terhadap petisyen ini.
Yang Arif, Majlis Peguam tiada bantahan.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, pihak jawatan kuasa peguam selama tiada bantahan.
Mahkamah dengan ini membenarkan permohonan pempetisyen Tan Jaci dan menerima masuk Tan Jaci sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya dan juga memerintahkan nama Tan Jaci dan penerimaannya didaftaraikan oleh pendaftar.
Terima kasih Yang Arif. Saya mohon izin bagi pempetisyen menyalurkan jubahnya sendiri.
Dipersilakan.
Terima kasih Yang Arif.
Congratulations.
Terima kasih.
Petisyen keempat WA 18927 07-2020 Pempetisyen Lai Wen Yi.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, nama saya Lai Wen Yi, Pempetisyen keempat.
Yes.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, nama saya Wong Kok Yeh dan saya adalah peguam pengusul yang mewakili pempetisyen keempat Lai Wen Yi pada hari ini, Yang Arif. Rakan-rakan bijaksana saya dari Peguam Negara Malaysia, Majlis Peguam Malaysia dan Jawatan Peguam Kuala Lumpur telah pun diperkenalkan tadi, Yang Arif. Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya dengan rendah diri memohon kebenaran untuk berhujah dalam bahasa Inggeris, Yang Arif.
Dipersilakan.
Yang Arif, may I introduce the petitioner Lai Wen Yi? The petitioner was born on the 26th of August 1997 in Malacca, and she is the youngest child from 3 children of Mr. Lai Shi Ming and Madam Che Siu Li. They live in a very small town in Johor, Segamat. The petitioner had her early education in SJKC Sekhwa before continuing her secondary education in SMJK Sekhwa and SMK Canossian Convent. Motivated and inspired by her sister, who is now an in-house lawyer, the petitioner pursued her education to read law at Multimedia University Malacca in 2015. In July 2020, the petitioner began her pupillage in Masa, Yu Chong and Ku and completed in April 2021 under the guidance and teaching of her master, Mr. Kenneth Ku Yu Kong. Yang Arif, on this special day, the petitioner wishes to express her utmost gratitude to her family. She would like to thank her parents for their unconditional support and encouragement, without which she would not have been able to achieve any of the milestones in her life. Her parents taught her to believe in herself even in the face of failure and constant push her to achieve great heights in life. No words can express how thankful the petitioner is to her parents for their love and sacrifices. The petitioner would also like to thank her siblings for always being her source of inspiration. The petitioner would like to thank her pupil master, Mr. Kenneth, legal counsel, Mr. Gary, and Mr. Chin, convincing clerk, Ms. Paggy, for their invaluable guidance throughout her pupillage, which paved the way for the petitioner to begin her career in legal field. Last but not least, the petitioner wishes to thank all her friends for always being there for her to make the tough times more bearable. The petitioner would also like to insert a meaningful quote by Dr. Steve Maraboli: to embark on the journey towards your goal and dreams require bravery. To remain on that path requires courage. The bridge that merges the two is commitment. Yang Arif, saya percaya bahawa semua surat cara pempetisyen adalah sempurna dan teratur. Saya juga sesungguhnya mempercayai bahawa pempetisyen adalah seorang yang berkelayakan menurut Akta Profession Undang-Undang 1976 dan bahawa rakan-rakan bijaksana saya yang mewakili semua badan-badan yang berkenaan tidak mempunyai sebarang bantahan. Oleh yang demikian, saya dengan rendah diri memohon suatu perintah agar Pempetisyen Lai Wen Yi dapat diterima masuk sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, Jabatan Peguam Negara tidak mempunyai sebarang bantahan terhadap petisyen ini.
Yang Arif, Majlis Peguam tiada bantahan.
Yang Arif, pihak jawatan kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur tiada bantahan.
Mahkamah dengan ini membenarkan permohonan Pempetisyen dan menerima masuk Lai Wen Yi sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya dan juga memerintahkan nama Lai Wen Yi dan penerimaannya didaftaraikan oleh pendaftar.
Dengan izin Ya Arif, saya memohon kebenaran untuk Pempetisyen menjubahkan dirinya sendiri Ya Arif.
Dipersilakan.
Terima kasih Yang Arif.
Congratulations. Yes.
Petisyen kelima WA 18928072020 Pempetisyen Lau Carmen.
Izin Yang Arif, Lau Carmen Pempetisyen kelima.
Yes.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, nama saya adalah Raswinder Kosodi. Saya adalah peguam penyusul yang mewakili Pempetisyen kelima Lau Carmen Yang Arif. Yang Arif, rakan-rakan bijaksana saya yang masing-masing mewakili Yang Berbahagia Peguam Negara Malaysia, Majlis Peguam Negara dan Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur yang telah pun diperkenalkan awal tadi, Yang Arif. Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya dengan rendah diri memohon kebenaran untuk meneruskan ucapan saya di dalam bahasa Inggeris, Yang Arif.
Dipersilakan.
Yang Arif, may I introduce the petitioner, Lau Carmen. Petitioner was born on 9 February 1994 in Kuala Lumpur, where she is the oldest child of Mr. Lau Chi Lat and Madam T. B. Ken. The petitioner started her earlier education in SK Bukit Jalil before moving to her tertiary education in SMK Bukit Jalil and SMK Sri Sentosa. She then further pursued her higher education in Advanced Tertiary College, where she procured her Bachelor's of Law, second class lower, and her Certificate of Legal Practice. The petitioner then proceeds to commence her pupillage in Messrs. Robert Dewan and Co. under the guidance of Datuk Robert Prabaharan. The petitioner would like to express her utmost gratitude to few of the important people that had helped her during her 9 months of pupillage. She would like to thank her family for their unwavering support, love, and sacrifice. She would also like to thank her friends Rachel Kong and Emily Wong for believing in her and making sure she gets a celebration upon her success. The petitioner would like to thank her colleagues Harpreet Kaur, Angela N, and Mr. Raj Kumar for their understanding, guidance, and assistance during her 9 months of learning. The petitioner would like to thank her pupil master, Dr. Robert Dewan, for showing her that legal field is more than just the books and laws. Her master had shown her the importance of understanding a person in order for her to maneuver safely in her career. Lastly, Yang Arif, the petitioner is extremely grateful to myself, being her mover today, who has kindly agreed to move her call despite the mover's busy schedule. Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya percaya bahawa kertas-kertas kosa Pempetisyen kelima adalah teratur dan sempurna. Yang Arif, saya juga percaya bahawa Pempetisyen adalah berkelayakan untuk didaftari sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya, Yang Arif. Saya percaya Yang Arif tiada bantahan dari Jabatan Peguam Negara, Majlis Peguam dan Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur, Yang Arif.
Dengan izin Ya Arif, Jabatan Peguam Negara tiada memberi sebarang bantahan terhadap petisyen ini, Ya Arif.
Yang Arif, Majlis Peguam tiada bantahan.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, pihak Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur tiada bantahan.
Mahkamah dengan ini membenarkan permohonan Pempetisyen dan menerima masuk Law Common sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya dan juga memerintahkan nama Law Common dan penerimaannya didaftaraikan oleh pendaftar.
Yang Arif, saya dengan rendah diri memohon kebenaran mahkamah untuk Pempetisyen menyarungkan jubahnya, Yang Arif.
Dipersilakan.
Terima kasih Yang Arif.
Congratulations.
Terima kasih Yang Arif.
Petisyen ke-6 WA18-929-07-2020 Pempetisyen Sofia Shirin binti Muhammad Salim.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, nama saya Sofia Shirin binti Muhammad Salim, Pempetisyen ke-6.
Yes.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya Hindu Muhammad hari ini hadir bagi pihak Pempetisyen ini, Sofia Shirin binti Muhammad. Mohon izin Yang Arif untuk memberi persembahan saya dalam bahasa Inggeris.
Dipersilakan Puan Hindun.
Terima kasih. My Lady, your humble petitioner Sofia Shirin binti Muhammad Salim was born and raised in Kuala Lumpur and is the proud daughter of Cik Muhammad Salim and Puan Zarina Begum. She is the elder of two sibling family. She attended school in Kuala Lumpur and completed her SPM in the year 2012. She then commenced Foundation in Law course at the Multimedia University in Malaya, and that proceeded to complete the degree course in the year 2020. It's very good results, second class upper. Your petition, my lady, in July 2020, commenced pupillage in the firm of Messrs. Rajpal, Hira, and Vishnu under the tutelage of my learned friend, Datuk Rajpal Singh, Mukhtar Singh. Your petitioner would like to take this opportunity to record her gratitude to her pupil master, Datuk Rajpal Singh, his patience, guidance, and opportunities rendered to her throughout her pupillage and her time as a firm. She learned much from her 9 months under a very caring people master. Your petitioner would like to extend her thanks to Miss Teo Pony and Miss Fan Yang Tong, known Sarah, who always had been kind to have helped, guide, and advise her in matters in which she had the opportunity to. She would want to remember Mr. Mariappan, Puan Saranjit, and Mr. Sheelan for their support, their guidance, and advice at the beginning of her legal venture. The ultimate tribute she extends to her much-loved family, to the people who brought her life, and made it possible for her to be standing before this honorable court. She takes this opportunity to express her gratitude to her parents for the support, the encouragement, the love, and the sacrifices to both Cik Muhammad Salim and Cik Razina. Your petitioner is very grateful to her father, who had convinced her to read law and believing in her. Your petitioner said that she had not been interested in law. She had been interested in psychology, and she wanted to spend her life being involved in psychology. This is the science of the mind. But her father told her that she would make a lot more, she should bring a lot more benefit and value if she did law. And having listened to him, she has no regret now, and she extends to him a thanks for having made the decision that he posed on her. Okay. The petitioner is also wishes to remember her mother, whom she described as a multi-talented lady, who she said always supported her, wiped her tears, and always encouraged her. With that, the petitioner dedicates this special day, very auspicious day, to both her loved parents, in hopes that her perseverance in completing this journey will make them proud. Your petitioner would also like to extend her appreciation to her brother, Shakil, and her very close friends, Stephen, Hirashini, Izatul, Africa. They are a pillar of strength. They have been a pillar of strength. They've always encouraged and supported her throughout her legal journey. She says she is blessed to have them in her life. Your petitioner is also grateful to all her other friends and legal acquaintances, and this is her loved ones. My lady, I believe your petitioner is a fit and proper person. Petitioner seorang yang layak untuk diterima masuk sebagai Peguam Bela Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Kuala. Saya dipahamkan bahawa semua surat cara dalam petition ini adalah lengkap, teratur dan sempurna dan tiada bantahan dari pihak Peguam Negara, masih Peguam Malaysia dan Jawatan-Kuasa Peguam Selangor. Justru dengan Arif, sekali lagi dengan penuh hormat, mohon kepada Mahkamah yang mulia ini untuk menerima masuk dan mendaftaraikan Sofia Shirin Salim sebagai Peguam Bela Peguam Pagi. Mohon diperkenankan.
Dengan izin Ya Arif, Jabatan Peguam Negara tiada memberi sebarang bantahan terhadap petisyen ini Ya Arif.
Yang Arif, Majlis Peguam tiada bantahan.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, pihak Jawatan Kuasa Negeri Peguam Selangor tiada bantahan.
Mahkamah dengan ini membenarkan permohonan Pempetisyen dan menerima masuk Sofia Shirin binti Muhammad Salim sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya dan juga memerintahkan nama Sofia Shirin binti Muhammad Salim dan penerimaannya didaftaraikan oleh pendaftar.
Ucapkan terima kasih atas putusan mahkamah. Saya mohon izin sekarang bagi Pempetisyen menyalurkan jubahnya sendiri.
Dipersilakan.
Terima kasih Yang Arif.
Congratulations.
Terima kasih.
Petisyen ke-7 WA 181695/10/2019, Pempetisyen Nur Nadirah binti Muhammad Nasir.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, nama saya Nur Nadirah binti Muhammad Nasir, Pempetisyen ke-7.
Yes.
Dengan hormat Yang Arif, saya Joanne Lazaru hadir sebagai pengusul untuk Pempetisyen yang ke-7. Selamat sejahtera diucapkan kepada rakan-rakan bijaksana saya yang mewakili Jabatan Peguam Negara, Majlis Peguam Malaysia dan Jawatan-Kuasa Peguam Selangor yang telah diperkenalkan serta semua hadirin yang dihormati. Tahniah diucapkan kepada ke-6 Pempetisyen sebelum ini. Yang Arif, Pempetisyen dilahirkan pada 3 Ogos 1994 di Kuala Lumpur dan merupakan cahaya mata sulung kepada pasangan Dr. Muhammad Nasir bin Abdul Aziz dan Puan Syamsul Baria binti Bahagian. Pempetisyen menerima pendidikan menengah di Sekolah Menengah Kebangsaan Seksyen 9 Shah Alam dan melanjutkan pendidikan di dalam asasi undang-undang di Universiti Islam Antarabangsa pada tahun 2014. Pempetisyen meneruskan ke peringkat selanjutnya sehingga tahun 2019 di mana Pempetisyen berjaya memperolehi ijazah sarjana muda undang-undangnya dengan kepujian. Pempetisyen menjalani latihan di dalam kamar pengajarnya Encik Eng Chung Yang di Tetuan Lee Wong Yu dan Eng di Subang Jaya. Pempetisyen memohon izin untuk merekodkan penghargaan khas kepada Cik Lee, Cik Swat, Pang Jia King, Lee Wei Ling, Shima Mansi, semua rakan kongsi, peguam dan tenaga kerja di Tetuan Lee, Wong, Yu dan Eng yang sentiasa memberikan tunjuk ajar dan mengkongsikan ilmu mereka dengan Pempetisyen di sepanjang tempoh latihannya. Kepada pengajarnya, Encik Eng Chun Yang, Pempetisyen amat menghargai nasihat dan tunjuk ajar yang telah diberikan dengan penuh kesabaran. Terima kasih juga diucapkan oleh Pempetisyen kepada Fatihah secara istimewa dan sahabat-sahabat karib Pempetisyen iaitu Iman Irdina, Akilah Sharfa, Syafika, Intan, Diana, Dania, Najwa, Nabila Ayuni dan Iman Sharif di atas segala tunjuk ajar, ilmu dan atau sokongan yang diberikan. Pempetisyen mengucapkan jutaan terima kasih kepada adik-adiknya Muhammad Zulfadli dan Nur Syafika di atas sokongan emosi dan moral yang diberikan. Yang Arif, di kesempatan ini, Pempetisyen melafazkan setinggi-tinggi kesyukurannya kepada Ilahi yang telah mentakdirkan liku-liku perjalanan suatu kehidupan yang ternyata dirahmati dengan peluang-peluang yang terbaik buat Pempetisyen. Pempetisyen juga mengucapkan terima kasih yang tidak terhingga kepada dua insan teristimewa yang Pempetisyen membahasakan sebagai mama dan abah di atas didikan menyeluruh dan kasih dan sayang tanpa syarat. Pempetisyen mendedikasikan segala pencapaian Pempetisyen setakat ini khusus buat mereka berdua. Besarlah harapan Pempetisyen agar Pempetisyen akan sentiasa berkesempatan untuk membuat mereka bahagia dan bangga. Last but certainly not least, Yang Arif, kepada Encik Ahmad Syahmi bin M. Razali iaitu suami Pempetisyen yang merupakan seorang peguam bela dan peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya, Pempetisyen berterima kasih dan amat bersyukur di atas dorongan dan tunjuk ajar yang diberikan dan kerana sentiasa berdiri teguh di sisi Pempetisyen tidak kira susah dan senang. Yang Arif, saya percaya rekod menunjukkan bahawa Pempetisyen adalah seorang yang berkelayakan menurut peruntukan Akta Profesyen Undang-Undang 1976, bahawa surat cara Pempetisyen adalah teratur dan bahawa tiada sebarang bantahan daripada ketiga-tiga badan berkanun yang hadir. Oleh itu, saya dengan hormat mengusulkan Mahkamah yang mulia ini agar Pempetisyen Nur Nadirah binti Muhammad Nasir dapat diterima masuk dan namanya didaftarkan sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya. Terima kasih, Arif.
Dengan izinnya Arif, Jabatan Peguam Negara tiada mempunyai sebarang bantahan terhadap petisyen ini, Arif.
Dengan izinnya Arif, bagi Pempetisyen ini surat cara teratur dan Majlis Peguam tiada bantahan.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, pihak jawatan kuasa peguam Selangor tiada bantahan.
Mahkamah dengan ini membenarkan permohonan Pempetisyen Nur Nadira binti Muhammad Nasir dan menerima masuk Nur Nadira binti Muhammad Nasir sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya dan juga memerintahkan nama Nur Nadira binti Muhammad Nasir dan penerimaannya didaftaraikan oleh pendaftar.
Terima kasih Yang Arif. Yang Arif, saya dengan hormat memohon agar Pempetisyen dibenarkan menyarungkan jubah pada dirinya.
Dipersilakan.
Terima kasih, Yang Arif.
Terima kasih Yang Arif.
Tahniah ya.
Terima kasih.
Dengan ini, saya menjemput Yang Arif Hakim untuk memberikan ucapan.
Wakil Peguam Negara Tuan Muhammad Izhanuddin bin Alias, Wakil Majlis Peguam Encik Arif bin Yusof Ali, Wakil Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur dan Selangor Cik Josephine Tuyen, para peguam pengusul yang bijaksana yang saya hormati, terima kasih terlebih dahulu atas kehadiran tuan-tuan dan puan-puan ke mahkamah ini bagi menyaksikan dan merealisasikan penerimaan masuk Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara kita yang baru pada hari ini. Izinkan saya meneruskan ucapan saya di dalam bahasa Inggeris. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and a very good morning. So this morning we have the pleasure of witnessing the admission of our young ladies, apparently just young ladies this session, yes, as advocates and solicitors of the Malaysian bar. It is befitting at this juncture to congratulate each of you at achieving your goal. That this is an important ceremony that marks one of the most significant milestones in the lives of all the ladies here who are standing in front of us virtually. You have survived all the grueling exams and endured the intensive as well as challenging pupillage, I believe. However, notwithstanding your perseverance and hard work, ladies, there is inevitably someone behind your success. You could not have achieved this success and endured the long journey to this momentous day without the loving support and tireless sacrifices of your parents, spouse, and beloved family members and friends. Remember their sacrifices, please. Remember their sacrifices in that long and arduous journey to see you roped, signifying your formal inclusion into this exclusive and noble profession. The legal profession is a noble and an honorable profession. One must be a fit and proper person to be called to the bar. The call is a public testimony of the pupil's adherence to the practice of the law honestly and faithfully in the presence of her family and the court. You will now be recognized as an officer of the court whenever you appear in court. Beneath the glory of this occasion, the true meaning of the ceremony that you underwent is not about the grandeur of wearing the gown and be robed, but your affirmation of commitment to uphold justice and the rule of law. A call speech recaps a pupil's journey and affirms the pledge to uphold the bar's calling. It thus gives me great pleasure to be the first to address you on this memorable and special occasion. On behalf of the entire bench and everyone here, may I congratulate you on your great achievement. All of you have come a long way, and from this moment begin to embark on your professional career. Becoming a lawyer, they say, is prestigious and an achievement on its own. I believe so. Strive not only to be a good lawyer, but an outstanding one. Lawyers had a special standing in any community and treated with respect and reverence. As an officer of the court, lawyers owe allegiance to a higher cause, in essential, the cause of justice, and truth, plus an overriding duty to maintain the highest professional standard of integrity and competence at all times and at all costs. Lawyers must never suppress or distort the truth. The future is bright for all of you, ladies, and I hope you will continue to strive and achieve excellence in the performance of your obligations and duties at the bar. Let's prove that women can do it. On that note, allow me to congratulate all of you, your parents, your loved ones, once again, on this admission and enrollment. On behalf of the bench, I wish all of you the very best of luck and every success in your chosen career. Thank you very much.
Terima kasih Arif. Sesi untuk 11 pagi ditamatkan.